This is Beth McCullough. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demo in Des Moines, Iowa. And I'm here every Tuesday night with live videos with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
And we are happy to be back. Last week I did a favorite video from the past because I was sick for over a week.
And I was out of town.
And we are happy to be back together and everyone's well. We hope you all are doing well too. So I'm super excited tonight. I've done an international stamp camp for the last 4 or 5 years. We do those 3 times a year. Well, some of those gals and some new gals, we got together for a one-time, who knows, I think it's a one-time thing. But we are doing Attention Shoppers. And we're doing it August 17th. It's a Saturday. And you get card kits. It's 7 card kits in the mail. And then the stamp camp is altogether 14 fun folds, 14 stamping techniques. And I think you're going to love it. And it's the least expensive stamp camp we've done. It's $69. So you need the Attention Shoppers Bundle. This is only $39.50 for the stamp set and the dies. And then you need, on page 43, the most beautiful paper ever, full of life. And then you need the embellishments and the ribbon of the iridescent here in the corner. So these 3 items in the bundle, $69 plus tax and shipping. And thank you, Janice is already signed up, and Janet is already signed up. And I just started advertising it yesterday. So if you want to get in on this,
hey, I should put your graphic up, shouldn't I?
Yeah, do my graphic. So it's a fun folds and more. The more is the techniques.
Hey, but these folks like fun folds.
They do. We do fun folds almost every week. So one of the fun folds that I'm going to do for the stamp camp is this one. Isn't that fun?
It's a fun fold.
It is really pretty. And there's no shopping cart on it. But tonight, I'm doing another fun fold with the shopping cart. But I do have on my blog a graphic you can click on. It does add to cart, and then it's the 4 items. But reach out to me. If you are a demos are welcome to do this. Excuse me, you just need to shop as a customer and use my host code. So welcome, Jeanne and Tony and Janice and Bev. Who else is on?
Jerry Lynn from Alaska.
Jerry Lynn, welcome. We are so glad you're here. A dear friend in my Bible study just got back from Alaska and told us all about it today, and we agreed. We love Hawaii. We love other places. Alaska just is the most beautiful place ever.
It is our favorite. We love Alaska.
Yeah. We've been there 3 times. I never thought we'd get there once, and we've been there 3 times. So tonight we're going to make a double point fun fold card. I know a lot of you know I like to make templates, and here is the template to make tonight's card. I should put that on my blog when I post this. I think I'm posting it on Friday. So again, you don't have to use the shopping cart, but the shopping cart is pretty fun too. It is a great little set. So tonight for this card, I use the Stylish Shapes, the So Swirly. This is an embossing folder. Look, this is a standard size card. Look how big it is. You could do a slimline card. You could do all kinds of things with this So Swirly. And then of course the bundle. I also use the iridescent embellishments. You guys know I do shares. I know a lot of you buy shares from me. Thank you for that. And I just get a quarter of everything just like you do. And I'm almost out of my gems, so I'm going to keep them for my stamp camp. And I'm going to use pearls tonight on the card that we're making just now. But Steve is texting. You're supposed to be talking, honey.
I'm looking up Ketchikan. That is where Jerry Lynn is from. And now I know where she is. She's down in the, what do they call them? The southern part of Alaska. Does
it have another name?
Yes. It's right along the Canadian border and to the south, not in the main part of Alaska, but down where the cruise ships go.
Oh. Tony's granddaughter Blakely is watching tonight. Hello, Blakely. We are glad you are here. 2.5 years old. How sweet. And I know Tony. She probably has her stamping already, which is a great thing. Okay, so to make tonight's card, we're starting with, and I have graphics for this, Steve.
Okay.
Hello, Krista. Are you new? Tell us. Oh, no, you're not new. I recognize you. I can see your picture on here. But thank you for coming, Krista. We're going to start with a 4 1/4 by 5.5 Petunia Pop cardstock. So the base is just 1/4 of a sheet. And then for the Designer Series paper, you guys, the Unbounded Beauty DSP, I know it's the new in colors, but they're my colors, and it worked. Oh, can you highlight Janice's? She already bought the stamp camp.
I did already.
And there's a link on my blog. You click on it, and it gives you all the items to add to your shopping cart. So, okay, so thank you, Janice. For the DSP, this paper, I hope you guys have Unbounded Beauty. It's just so pretty. So like the template says, look, it matches, yay. It's 4 inches by 10 1/4. What would I do if it didn't match? You laugh at me, but sometimes
you would cut another piece.
Sometimes I'm showing
or make
it
the card
and
a different size.
It's like different, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Hey Judy, I'm glad you're here. Hello, she's from Maryland. I'm glad to see you again, Judy. Okay, so 4 inches by 10 1/4, and then you're gonna score 2.5 inches from the top and 2.5 inches from the bottom. And that is not going to get you all the way to the center. And that's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay? Now what I did is I took a pencil and I measured. I'm going to have to measure down here because my ruler isn't sitting here.
You can't see that, but that's okay.
It's okay. I'm using the ruler on the glass mat.
Okay,
I measured and
measuring?
put a mark at 2 inches at the top and 2 inches at the bottom. And then you take and you make a score line from the 2.5 inches here to the center. So you're just bringing this piece down and this piece down. And you're going to do that on both ends and then glue it down.
And that overlaps too.
Yeah, that overlaps. Does that make perfect sense? 2 inches is the center of the top. 2.5 inches is where you put the score line. And the score line just goes to the edge from the center of the top. Now I'm going to use my handy dandy glue gun that Chris and Steve got for me. And I'm going to glue those pieces down.
And Chris, that's a gift that just keeps on giving as far as the
I
thank
know,
yous are
don't
concerned.
you get lots of
Every time
credit
she
for that?
uses it, she mentions us. So hey.
Patty Breeze, it's good to see you tonight. Patty has a retreat coming up. She has a group of friends that get together. In fact, they are working on the last stamp camp that I did 2 weeks ago. And they get together and put all their cards together. I just think that's fun when a group gets together and makes a fun weekend out of it. So we're gluing the top and the bottom.
Oops, the bottom came off.
Okay, so we'll add a little more glue. So while I was sick, Steve got to go to our Bible camp. Hello, Karen Krause, welcome.
It was the 100th anniversary of our Bible camp in Okoboji, Iowa, northwest Iowa. Beautiful glacier lake that was completely flooded. You couldn't go out on the lake. The beach was gone because it was flooded. But you know what? People were really happy to be there seeing each other. It was kind of like a huge family friend reunion.
We took our daughter-in-law for the first time and we're like, yeah, it's really great. Oh, but you can't boat. Oh, and you can't swim. And there's chemicals in the water because of the flooding. So it wasn't the ideal way to introduce someone to our lovely lake. But, Karen, where are you from? I'm glad you could catch us live tonight. Here's the template of what we're making, a double point fun fold card. Okay, so now we're going to do the inside. And the inside I haven't shown you yet. I told you it was the So Swirly embossing folder. And I embossed the whole thing. And then I put some stylish shaped circles inside. I really like the circle with the DSP on it. Super fun. So you have a measurement for this. Steve, look at that. You're ahead of me. So it's 5 inches by 7.5, and I scored it in the middle, which is 3 3/4. And I'm just going to center that in this section here. I love how the grooves are on this, so swirly. It's just a very deep embossing folder.
And how did you make it all swirly?
I made it all swirly with the So Swirly embossing
Okay.
folder.
You've said that like 3 times, haven't you?
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to listen to me. You can.
I'm doing lots of things over here.
What are you doing over there?
I'm looking at comments.
Karen is from Northeast Georgia. Well, welcome, Karen. Steve and I are here every Tuesday night, aren't we, Steve?
Yes, and we really, really enjoy
Yeah,
chatting
we
with
have
everyone.
so much fun when people come and will chat with us. Okay, so for the stylish shapes on both the front and on this inside, the DSP is the largest circle, and then my white sentiment layer is the second largest. I'm going to show you while I have this out what I'm going to put on the front of the card. Petunia Pop is the largest. No, Summer's, otherwise known as Summer Splash, is the largest, and Petunia Pop is the second largest. Okie dokie. So these are just going wherever you want them. I guess there won't be a lot of room to write on this card, but sometimes that's okay.
It's the thought that counts.
I'm just going to put it up there. And then, what do you think? I was thinking happy birthday. There's happy birthday in this Attention Shoppers set. Wendy Carr, welcome, and Eleanor. Eleanor, first time catching you, really like the card. Yay, I'm so glad you joined us. I was just telling them, Eleanor, we are here literally every Tuesday night, and we would love to have you join us. Please let us know, Eleanor and Wendy, where you guys are from. Steve and I live in Des Moines, Iowa. And I have been stamping with Stampin' Up! Since 2003. I was a scrapbooker, and somebody showed me, I was at Kinder Music, and somebody showed me a covered notebook and how Stampin' Up's ink, paper, dies, ribbon all coordinate, and I was like, sold. I want to make that. So I've kind of always been a crafty person.
Can I make a design suggestion?
Yes.
The inside of the white, couldn't you write on the left-hand side of the inside?
Over here?
Right.
Well, the reason you can't write is because the grooves are so deep. You could if you put another piece of white cardstock on there.
That's what I'm saying.
It would be hard to, can you see the swirls?
Right.
It would be hard to write on there.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you needed more writing space, you've got a lot of white space over there.
You could. You could. You could also just emboss a front sheet and put a normal white sheet that's 5.5 by 7 inside, and then you could write on both sides. Absolutely. You know, this is just an idea, and then you do you and figure it out. Eleanor is from Bloomington, Minnesota. We spent a lot of time up there 2 summers ago, didn't we,
Yes,
honey?
we did.
I had my ACL repair at Eagan, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we are going to work on the front of the card. And I'm going to take the Summer Splash, and I want it to cover both, but I'm only going to glue it on to the top. So you just have to be careful where you're putting the glue. So I'm going to put the glue in a little triangle right here. Do you have any stories for us tonight?
I
Steve
always
usually
have
has.
stories.
He's been, we have one grandchild, James, who is 3.5 months old,
Yep.
and he was at camp with Steve. So Steve was in his element, weren't you?
The grandson and I have bonded. We have an understanding.
Look at this. It's stamped on the back.
I was going to ask what that was.
You know, I'm cheap and I use everything. No one will know I'm gluing it down. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt
No.
you talking about the grandson.
That's fine. You know, I'm just amazed by every new little development, the things he can do. And
You know, we did have 4 children. Were you amazed by all of them?
I
too?
was, but you know, it's kind of a.
It was a few. It was
our
a few
4
years
children are
ago.
kind of a blur, okay? Because you know, it was a very hectic time with us. We survived.
We survived. Is that all we did? No. Okay, so a lot of you know I love magnets. Sometimes I try to hide them. On this card, I'm just going to let it all show. And you know why? Because I love the click of the magnet. And they click better. They click better if... Okay, so I have 2 magnets stuck to each other just the way I want it.
You used to.
I know I still do. They're still here. And I'm going to put them down on a glue dot.
Oh, wait, so you put the 2 magnets together.
You know, there's
and then you
lots
glue
of
dot.
ways. You guys tell me how you do it. Lots of ways to do it.
I
This
see
is
what
how I
you're
like to
doing.
do it. And then I put the glue dot on top of the magnet.
So the glue dots are stronger than the magnets.
We'll see. And then you smash it down. And look at that. Voila! Okay, and here's what I love. I hope you guys can hear this. Are you ready? Woo! It's fun! We like the clicking sound. It's not sticking though. Why is that? Are they opposite?
Well, they're not, because they were stuck together, remember?
I know. Well, darn it. I've never had a magnet malfunction during a video.
That's new and different.
I know. We'll just go with it. Okay, next we did the shopping cart. And the shopping cart, there's a die for that. Here's the shopping cart die in the wheels. And I cut this one out twice, also once in basic black. And I just glued the black over the top of the silver foil. And then we're just going to center this. That's one thing, excuse me, that my glue gun is good for. It just gives me a little tiny bit of glue. And the cart part is a little thicker. So I'm going to be picky about where I put the glue.
Hey, before I forget, our hearts go out to all the people affected by the hurricane in Texas. We have a son and daughter-in-law we love dearly that live in Austin, and luckily they were spared, but Amy's parents live in College Station, and it's one of the first times in memory that they had a hurricane that actually came through College Station. And they had a lot of yard cleanup to do after it was done. Thankfully, nothing was really damaged and nobody was hurt. Can't say the same for a lot of the people in Houston. That hurricane has caused 7 deaths now.
Oh my goodness.
And the worst part is, they've got the flooding and everything that they always have with hurricanes, but now it's going to be like triple-digit temperatures as they're trying to do the cleanup, and the power's out, so they don't have air conditioning. So it is going to be really, really tough for the folks down there. So
that is a bummer.
Yeah, please keep them in your prayers.
Mary, what is it about the magnets? I know, they are super fun. So then I got out the blends to color. This set has all these cute pieces, a gift bag, a plant, flowers. So I used the same colors, Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, and Summer Splash. And I did use a little bit of the color Lifter. And I'm just attaching these pieces with glue dots. And you can make these, of course, any way you want.
So the final thing I was going to say about the hurricane, do we have anybody on here tonight from Texas that knows more about it than I do?
Patty is from Texas. She lives by Austin.
Yeah, she lives by Sean.
Patty, what can you tell us about it? When you're gluing this shopping cart down, I skipped these areas because they're thin. Another good reason to skip them is so you can slip your items in the shopping cart. And then I just had the flowers kind of tucked up on top. What do you think? Should I try to fix the magnet?
Yeah, have to have a magnet that works.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. So, I'm also going to put some pearls on here.
Okay, Eleanor's asking where we get our magnets. We get them on Amazon.
Yeah. Steve, can you put a link on there?
I can.
I know I've put it on my blog before, but I can look for it, Eleanor, on my blog. So Krista's from Ontario.
Near Kitchener.
Kristen, I have 2 Canadian friends doing the Attention Shoppers stamp camp. You should look into that or let me know and I can put you in contact with them. It would be fun. We have Canadians and Americans doing this stamp camp. There. Oh, it's still not going to stick.
That's so funny.
Okay. I don't know.
We need bigger magnets. We need the extra strong magnets.
I've never had problems with my magnets before. So I'm just going to put a few pearls. I usually do odd numbers, 3 or 5. And I'm going to scatter those on there. What do you guys think? Do you like this? We do Prize Patrol. We have lots of new people, and we haven't told them about Prize Patrol, Steve.
Yes. Here, I'm going to run the banner so you know what to do. Hold on. So, to enter Prize Patrol, you input a comment, hashtag Prize Patrol, all one word. And if you put that into the comments, you're going to be automatically registered.
So as we give you a minute to do that, do you want to show the banner for the stamp camp again? You just order $69 in products, and then you get to make 14 fun fold cards, 14 techniques. Yay, Wendy, I'm glad you love the card. And Bridget, thank you. Thank you, Janice. And Janice, thank you for signing up already. I'm super excited.
She was so excited. She came running into my office.
Guess who signed up first? It was my friend Janice Driver. So.
Yep. All right, so we're ready?
Okay.
We're going to do it?
So Prize Patrol, you get to get one of these cards. Number 1 has all pretty in pink flowers, and number 2 has pretty in pink and petunia pop. Oh, the magnet's working just fine now.
That's good.
You guys, please like and share the video. We love it if you would watch us on YouTube and subscribe. The channel's called Stamping Mom. And then you'll be notified every week when our video comes on.
Here we go.
Okay, good luck everyone. You can win the Prize Patrol once a month. Judy Bradshaw, yay.
Yay, Judy.
So Judy, reach out to me. Tell me if you have a preference in cards, and also give me your snail mail address, and I will get that in the mail for you. I hope you all have a blessed week. Please consider my stamp camp. Reach out to me if you have questions. My email is beth@stampingmom.com. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and thanks for joining us. Come back next week. Bye-bye. Bye.